Hey, it's Bakugo me, or Janos is me, Spikers 1000 here. Come and check out that video. In this video, I am going to be doing 4 anime characters as gods once again. So without further ado, let's roll intro, and let's get into this video. Let's go. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Oh, what happened? Oh, no clue what happened. All I have is just a massive headache. What on earth? Oh, well. Okay, let's just see. Okay, what papers do I have here? Where are they? What on earth? Here we are. Today's information on 4 different gods, all different pantheons. Okay, let's see. Okay, everyone, it's me, your friendly neighborhood god, cataloger, whatever. I just get on my last nerve. Anyways, I'm here to talk to you today about some gods I've recently found. One's from the Tensura Pantheon, one from the MHA Pantheon, another one from the OPM Pantheon, and another one from the FMA Pantheon. All of them are really powerful, and the one from the Tensura Pantheon being the strongest of all of them. And speaking of which is the first one today. He's known as Geld. He's the major god of the defense, orcs, and corrosion in Tempest. Still major god of all those in general, because he's by far the one with the highest amount of defense. But he's also a minor god of loved ones, gluttony, helping, chaos, because of one race he had before he became what he is today, a god. It was chaos, earth spirit, or something. But just because he's mainly a god of defense, he's also a minor god offensive capabilities, or referred to as just offense. Repentance, because of something him and his people did in the past. Construction, because in Tempest he is the head of the construction corps. Loyalty, because he is really loyal to Rimuru, who is by far the strongest Omni God I have ever seen. Oh, come on, I can't remind me enough to get on Rimuru's little bad side. Even though the Overseer in this world is about as strong as him, he could wipe him out in an instant. And a minor god protection, even though he is the major god of defense. Protection is referring to other different types of protection, like a firearm or something like that. Most people pray to him for help with construction or protection while working on a construction site or something like that. Let's move on to the next one. Now, this next one goes by many names, some being Lord Explosion Murder or King Explosion Murder or something. Although this one god I talked about last time, I believe, the one that's known as Zuku or Deku, calls him Kachan, but he's also sometimes referred to as his more common name as either Ground Zero, but most commonly Dynamite. Now, he is very strong, but nowhere near as strong as a previous god of strength, who is still a god of strength today, but not is commonly worshipped because of his fading power, which is tied to his followers. Anyways, this guy is Bakugo. He's a major god of explosion with him being a minor god of power, because explosions always have a lot of power behind them. Skills, because he is naturally skilled with his own explosions. Egos, because in his past lives and sometime in this part of him being a god, he is very egocentrical at times, but also a minor god of firepower. Now, the reason why he's not a major god of firepower is because of the fact that he, let's just say, can output more, not as much firepower as some of the other gods, but he could be classified as a major god of firepower, but he's just not as powerful as some of the other gods out there, like this one god known as Endeavor or Engi. He is literally the epitome of a fire god. He is also a major god, just not just fire, but also fire power. Now that's what I mean by the epitome of a fire god. Now, each pantheon has their own take on a fire god, or multiple takes on a fire god, controlling different aspects of fire or something. If I remember correctly, there's actually a god related to Engi that goes by Toya or Dabi. A lot of bad people worship him. He's a god of extreme firepower. There's a good difference, but non-fire resistance is something he's not a god of whatsoever. Now back to Katsuki, or Bakugo as he's better known as. Most people worship him that have big egos, or people that are trying to become more humble, or someone that are trying to seek out a way to gain the power of explosions, because it's actually a really common ability some of his followers have. That's better. This headache is going to my last nerve. How many more do I have to do? 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, this one is from the Opium Pantheon. Name is Janos. Original name unknown. Major god of cyborgs and firepower. This will make sense later on. Minor god of metal power students, because he's actually the student of by far the strongest god in the Opium Pantheon, known as Saitama, and of, well, machines. Now, the reason why he's not a major god of energy is because, or a god of energy for that matter, is because he, well, can't really tell you. Possibly because of firepower, it can be counted as energy or something. But whatever. He is ridiculously fast and strong, even for a cyborg. Now he has, some people have debated on him of being a god of upgrades because of being a cyborg. But here's the fun fact about him. His metal is actually biological metal. It's known as god steel. It is technically a type of metal gods like him can grow on their body. Another type of this is a major god of insectars in the Tensura Pantheon is Zygion. Also a major god of illusions. That guy's a beast on the battlefield. I am never gonna fight him again. Anyways, he can grow the metal off of himself, but he's mostly known to only do this whenever he needs more power, or he needs to protect someone. He can actually cause energy to come off of his hands, but it's always for offensive or defensive capabilities. He does have a lot of power behind him, and machines, well, like I said earlier, because he's the bloody cyborg. Now, Now some of his followers have actually became somewhat like cyborgs. What I mean by that is the fact that some of them have parts of them that are machines or rely on machines to live. But sometimes people worship him enough, they gain the ability to grow metal off of themselves, but it's not God metal. It's God follower metal. It's another strong type of metal. It is almost on, it is on par with some tungsten titanium alloys. And trust me, they are ridiculously strong. Let's move on to the next one. I don't know why my throat does that. Anyways. Who's this last one? Oh, this bench. Oh, I don't know why people worship her whatsoever. And according to this, most of the people who worship her are people who have some demon qualities. Not all demons are bad. Matter of fact, this is interesting. Some of her followers are actually good people. They just want the ability to make a full of regeneration or some types of claws. Oh, sorry. This is the homunculus lust, major goddess of lust and philosopher's stones. Her philosopher's stone in general is funny enough actually on her chest. And do not take that out of context, you perverts, who are most likely listening to this. She is mostly found to be a woman that most men would find enticing. But she's also the minor goddess of homunculus, flexible claws, pride, because she is very prideful in her ability to seduce people. Seduction, because, again, she can seduce nearly anyone. Some people are immune, not myself. Sin, and regeneration. She has regenerated at least 7 times from the first god I talked about from this pantheon, Colonel Mustang. Let's just say the only reason why she is still alive and kicking as a god is pretty much a punishment for her. Almost every single month, she is routinely re-killed by Mustang, even though his friend has actually become a god. He's a god of families, happily enough. Although his wife and daughter haven't fully become a god, they're more like a demigod. Well, they're full-on minor gods, to be more like it. They aren't as powerful as him, and he isn't even as powerful as some of the other ones. And by far, Truth is the strongest omni-god, is the only omni-god of this entire pantheon, but still, Father comes in after him, comes in after the 2 Elric brothers in that pantheon. He's now, the thing about Father in this pantheon, he is a god. He's a minor god of everything, but he's a major minor god of everything, with being a major god of homunculus, philosopher's stones, virtues, and sins, and also egos. I just a run around deck, to be honest. Anyways, he is the creator of these 7, the other siblings of lust. They're all powerful, and they're all pains in the butts. And that's all for today. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, because I'm afraid that's all the time I got for today. Until next time, though, subscribe to Adrian Sparkstar Me, and goodbye, and peace out, everyone.